Everybody, it's review time. So I have a fragrance by Mancera. It's a great house, niche house that's been out for a little while now. And we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. We're gonna go ahead and review it. I've already, tested this fragrance a while back, so you're not gonna get a first impressions for this video. But go ahead and sit with me. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna go ahead and review this fragrance. This is Mancera's Red Tobacco. I appreciate you guys for coming out to check out my video again. I appreciate the newcomers that are coming to check it out. I appreciate everybody that has been sticking around the channel for a while now. Got a pretty good amount of Mancera fans, I believe, that are subscribed to me, so I appreciate you guys very much. I'm almost at 300 subscribers, so I really do appreciate you guys for subscribing to the channel. Mancera is a house that's been around for a little bit, and they make great niche fragrances for affordable prices. Now, when they were initially released, they were pretty, they're around like 180 or above, but once they've been out for a while, you can find them for discounted prices, very cheap. This fragrance right here has been out for a little bit. It's been out since 2017, so you can get this thing from anywhere from 65 to about 130 bucks I've seen, or 180. But the cheapest fragrance, cheapest website you can get this at right now is Aura Fragrances. They're based in Dallas, Texas, I believe, and you can get your fragrance directly from them, or you can order online. Mancera fragrances can be kind of like unique. Sometimes they can be mass appealing, and sometimes they can just be challenging. But let's go ahead and talk about Red Tobacco. So let me go ahead and talk to you guys about the actual notes that are in this fragrance. So you get saffron, you get cinnamon, incense, nutmeg, white peach, green apple, and Nepalese oud. You get heart notes, you get patchouli, delicate jasmine, and in the base notes you get tobacco, amber, woody notes, vetiver, vanilla pods, and white musk. So let me go ahead and break down this fragrance, what I get off of my skin. This thing is a complex fragrance, guys. So this is completely different. Like, the opening of this fragrance is completely different than what you would think, because it says tobacco, right? However, I think a lot of people, including myself, ignore the red. Even though this red bottle is like very eye-catching, and you get that red and gold and black. It's a very nice presentation that you get with this bottle. By the way, this is the screw cap. You get a little gold atomizer, and let me go ahead and spray that for you guys. I shouldn't spray two sprays. Anybody that knows about this fragrance knows that you know. So when I first sprayed this, oh man, there it is. So when you first spray this fragrance, again, you totally do not get, you get what it says first. It's something that's in it that's kind of like alert, like red, like, oh my gosh, shocking, like, whoa, what is this? And some people kind of find it kind of screechy. Some people kind of find it like synthetic. Some people kind of find it just off-putting, the opening. But I think it's just because they're just not expecting it to be that, they're not expecting those notes to hit them in the face like that. Like, they're not expecting that. So you're not getting tobacco in the opening. You're more so getting like woods. So this fragrance opens very spicy, woody, with the oud, mildly sweet, and has, a subtle tobacco character. It is present, but it's just not as in your face as you would expect it to be in the opening. So oud is definitely present in this fragrance. You get that cinnamon note. The oud is nothing like off-putting. If you have any like wearable ouds, it's very similar to that. But yeah, that oud, the saffron, the cinnamon, and maybe like so that little slight sweetness is coming from either that peachy note, or maybe the apple or something. But there's something slightly sweet that's coming through in the opening, and that lasts on skin for about 30 minutes. Sometimes it can last a little bit shorter, or sometimes it can last longer. It just depends. This fragrance has a mind of its own on my skin. Now, after that, let's just say 15 to 40-minute time frame, the fragrance switches again. This fragrance switches again. You get a totally different vibe. Then you start to get that tobacco. So that red, you know, it goes away and you get that tobacco. And if you're a fan of tobacco, you're gonna love this fragrance. So that tobacco note comes through, the vanilla comes through, you know, a few more woods, and you get that amber in this fragrance. And then the patchouli. Now let's first talk about the patchouli, because a lot of people might not like this note if you don't like. So for example, there's Layton. If you guys are familiar with Layton, there's a slight medicinal vibe to that fragrance. Some people kind of say it's like a Vicks type of vapor spray type of smell. This kind of gives this a similar vibe once you get into that first part of the dry down, and it has like that kind of medicinal vibe. The patchouli gives you that. However, if you're okay with Layton, then you're gonna be okay with this one. Now, there's also like that vanilla and the amber kind of gives off a honey type of smell off of my skin. I'm not sure if everybody gets that, but on my skin, it kind of gives off a honey type of smell, and it smells very enjoyable, very sweet, very warming. And then the tobacco's there. You know, you have to wait a little while for the tobacco to fully come through, but the tobacco does come through after the initial opening. This characteristics of this fragrance, those notes, it lasts for about, I want to say 4 to 5 hours. And then you get into the third dry down phase, and then it just changes again. You still retain the tobacco, but then the patchouli kind of dies down a bit. It's not as strong. And on me, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of incense that's present in this fragrance. So you get some of the incense, vanilla, and tobacco, and some of the woody notes that they mention that's in the dry down. The incense kind of gives a slight, you know, something kind of like smoky, something slight, like something dark that's kind of in the dry down of this fragrance. The dry down lasts for a while, man. This right here, man, oh man, this is a good fragrance. So let's talk about the performance. Now this thing lasts forever. When I say forever, I mean forever. Like, I sprayed this thing on around 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock one morning, and it lasted me all the way until the next day. Not just the morning of the next day, it lasted me until the afternoon of the next day. Man, and this is on skin, one spray in one area. This thing was still lasting on my skin, like it just would not go away. This is after I took a shower the night before. So this thing, it does not die. Like it will last. You gotta scrub it off. Like, I wasn't thinking about scrubbing it off when I was taking a shower. I just did my normal like regimen when I'm taking my shower. I just, you know, wash, you know, little bubbles, little suds here. So I have to say, this thing is a beast mode fragrance. This is the beastly of fragrances that I have in my collection. Like, it outperforms all of them. Anything I've said in my past that it has a strong performance, this outdoes it for sure. The longevity is going to be for over 24 hours. Let's put it there. Projection, I'm gonna say it's gonna have a good strong projection for about 4 to 5 hours, and then it's gonna take a step back, and it's gonna be more so within a foot or so from you, and that's gonna be for the rest of the duration of the fragrance almost. But this thing is a beast mode, man. It's a beast mode fragrance. I'm not trying to hype it up or anything like that. I'm really not. I'm not even sponsored. My subscriber count is way too low for anybody to sponsor me. I know you guys, I mentioned Aura Fragrances a lot, but that's where I buy my fragrances from. For the Mancera Fragrance, they sell their fragrances for a pretty discounted price. So but I'm not trying to hype this thing up. I'm not. But it's a beast mode fragrance. If you like warm, inviting scents, if you like tobacco, if you like woods, if you like spices, man, this is the thing, man. This is the thing for you. I'm telling you. Now this thing has character, man. This thing has character. It's very unique. The smell is unique times 10. Like, you get, oh man, you get all those different notes in the beginning, and then you get all the different notes in the dry down, and you get like different phases within the dry down. So it transforms. There's about 3 different transformations with this fragrance. This thing has character. Now, appeal. This if you're somebody that wants a long-lasting fragrance, this is going to appeal to you. If you want a beast mode fragrance that's going to project, this is for you. If you want a fall winter type of fragrance, this is for you. If you are a male, this is for you. If you are a female that enjoys woody, tobacco-y type scents with a little bit of spice in it, this is for you. Now, would I say it's mass appealing? I'm gonna say no, because not a lot of people are gonna expect that opening with this type of fragrance. I would say this is for people that are kind of within that have been smelling fragrances for a little while now. So I'm not gonna say it's mass appealing. I'm not gonna go that far, but I'm gonna say that this is a very enjoyable fragrance, and it does a lot of what you would want a fragrance to do. So again, it's a fall winter type of fragrance. You can wear it in temperature controlled environments if you really want to smell and get that reminder again of how warming and inviting this scent is. But I'm gonna say that you probably would want to stick to winter and fall. You can wear this thing dressed up. Definitely, for sure, you can definitely wear this thing dressed up. Date nights, I'm going to say maybe not, because maybe because the opening might be a little too much. Eventually the opening does go away, so you might not have to wear it. So spray it early. The opening won't be of concern. I believe she might, whoever she is or he is, they'll enjoy the honey note that's in this fragrance. It's not, it's what I'm getting, that vanilla and the amber is giving off honey to me. That's just off to me. I'm not sure if everybody's going to get that, but they might enjoy that. And even if it's not the honey note, they're going to enjoy the vanilla that's in this fragrance. Most people like amber too. So these are things that, can be attractive if done properly. And don't overspray this thing. Do not overspray it. Value. There's a ton of value in this thing. Mancera Fragrances, they give you a lot. So you get four fluid ounces in this bottle. You can get it for fairly cheap, usually under $100. The presentation is nice. You get the nice red bottle, gold, accents to the bottle. But the value's there, so you get what you pay for. You get, you don't have to you don't have to bring an atomizer with you and spray over the course of the day just to get a reminder of the fragrance, unless you just want a reminder of the opening. You just enjoy it that much. But just know that you will be smelling the fragrance well into the next couple of days if you do something like that. So overall, you guys could tell that I really do enjoy this scent. Now, when I say I really do enjoy this scent, it's not the best tobacco scent. I still love Harrod. Harrod is still my favorite smelling tobacco. But however, if you're not just focusing on the note of tobacco, which I believe this fragrance does not do, it does have tobacco in it, but it's not just strictly a tobacco fragrance. This is a woody fragrance. This is a tobacco, spicy, sweet fragrance that does all those things well, in my opinion. So again, you might want to sample this thing, because some people have noted that the opening can be off-putting to them. But if you go into it with a willing mind and expect something different, then you might be okay with the opening. This fragrance performs. It does what it should do there. There's great value with Mancera Fragrances, and because of all that, man, this is the first, for me, this is a 10 out of 10 in my collection. It's a 10 out of 10. There you have it. I would have given Harrod a 10 out of 10, but this just isn't on my skin. And I've been, told that the ISOE Super can make a person nose blind to the fragrance. However, since I am nose blind to it, I still have to give it a 9.5. This, you're not nose blind at all, and I give it a 10 out of 10. Okay, all right, so that's my review. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Signing off. Salute.